What if the music world's greatest tragedy was a lie so audacious it could topple the industry as we know it? A jaw-dropping video has just ignited the internet, leaving Juice WRLD's loyal fanbase in a state of shock, disbelief, and wild hope. This isn't some grainy fan-made montage or a cheap TikTok deepfake. It's 23 seconds of raw, shaky phone footage showing a man with Juice WRLD's unmistakable tattoos, his hauntingly familiar voice, and a setting that screams his old Beverly Hills studio. Fans swear it's him, alive, years after his reported death on December 8, 2019, at Chicago's Midway airport. And here's the kicker. Lotti, his girlfriend and closest confidant, has been fanning the flames, insisting the official story of his overdose is wrong, literally wrong. If Juice WRLD didn't die that day, who's been profiting from his legacy? Who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes? And why is this video being erased from the internet faster than a viral hit? Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into a conspiracy that weaves heartbreak, deception, and music industry secrets into a mystery that could change everything you thought you knew about one of hip-hop's brightest stars. Let's start with the video that's turned the internet upside down. It's not a polished production or a clever AI stunt. It's raw, unfiltered, vertical phone footage, the kind you'd expect from a late-night studio session. The clip, just 23 seconds long, shows a man in a hoodie, seated in front of a laptop and a MIDI keyboard, humming a melody that feels like it could have been ripped straight from lucid dreams. The setting? A room with white soundproof foam panels, eerily similar to photos of Juice WRLD's Beverly Hills studio from 2019, shared in behind-the-scenes posts on his Instagram. The man's hand flashes briefly in front of the camera, revealing tattoos that match Juice's iconic 9999 ink and other distinctive markings. His voice, soft, melodic with that signature cadence, sends chills down your spine. It's not just similar. It's him or so close you'd swear it was. At the clip's end, an off-camera voice, gruff and authoritative, snaps, "Cut that off, bro. You know we're not supposed to be showing this." The video cuts abruptly, leaving a void that's filled with questions. Posted on May 18, 2024, by an anonymous account called Flight.Risk99, the clips spread like wildfire across Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts before being hit with aggressive takedown strikes. Platforms flagged it as misinformation or impersonation, but fans were quick to archive it, and it's still circulating in the algorithm's shadows. Audio engineers on Reddit, like user MixBender89, analyzed the clip's waveform, comparing it to Juice's archived freestyles like his legendary Tim Westwood session. Their verdict? The pitch, breathing patterns, and tonality are a near-perfect match. One engineer wrote, "If this is fake, someone recreated his biometric voice signature, and that's tech we don't have commercially yet. If this is a hoax, it's the most convincing one in music history. But if it's real, it's a seismic revelation that could unravel everything." To understand why this video has sparked such chaos, we need to revisit the official story of Juice WRLD's death, a narrative that's starting to feel more like a script than the truth. On December 8, 2019, Jared Anthony Higgins, known to the world as Juice WRLD, stepped off a private plane at Chicago's Midway airport. The 21-year-old was at the peak of his career, riding the wave of his breakout hit Lucid Dreams and a string of chart-topping releases that made him a voice for a generation grappling with pain, love, and loss. But that morning, everything changed. Authorities, reportedly tipped off about drugs and weapons on board, were waiting on the tarmac. The official report claims Juice, in a panic to conceal evidence, swallowed multiple Percocet pills. Moments later, he collapsed in a seizure and was rushed to a nearby hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Cook County Medical Examiner's report, released over a month later, cited oxycodone and codeine toxicity as the cause. An overdose. Plain and simple. Case closed. Or so they wanted us to believe. From the start, the story felt too neat, too convenient, like a puzzle with pieces that didn't quite fit. Why did it take so long for the toxicology report to surface? Why, according to eyewitnesses at the scene, did emergency responders delay administering Narcan, the opioid reversal drug that could have saved him? And why did airport personnel describe the response as disorganized, with police allegedly more focused on searching the plane than helping a dying young man? These questions lingered, but they were drowned out by the grief of fans and the rush of posthumous releases. That is, until Lotti started speaking out. Lotti, Juice's girlfriend and the person closest to him in his final days, has become the linchpin of this mystery. In a now-deleted Instagram Live from 2023, she looked directly into the camera and said, "You guys think he died from a drug overdose? You're wrong. Literally, you're wrong." She repeated it 3 times, her voice shaking with conviction, as if she'd been holding back a truth too heavy to carry alone. The internet exploded, half in disbelief, half in chaos, with fans scouring her words for clues. This wasn't some offhand comment or a grief-stricken rant. Allie doubled down in interviews, including a sit-down with No Jumper, where she hinted at a darker reality. She spoke of being kept away from Juice in his final weeks, of management decisions that felt suspicious, and of being silenced after his death. "There are things I literally can't say unless I want to go missing too," she said, her words laced with fear. Allie's not just a grieving partner, she's a whistleblower, risking everything to challenge a narrative that's been accepted as fact, and she's not alone. Lil Durk, one of Chicago's biggest rap stars and a friend of Juice, admitted in an interview, "I thought it was fake when I first seen it. Ain't real, you know, Instagram. That's not the reaction of someone processing a friend's sudden death. It's doubt, raw and unfiltered." Even DJ Academics, a polarizing figure in hip-hop media, noted the weird behavior of Juice's inner circle after his death, with stories shifting, details vague, and timelines that didn't add up. These weren't random voices. They were people who knew Juice, who saw the cracks in the story long before the rest of us did. The video's timing only deepens the intrigue. It dropped just 1 day after Allie posted a cryptic Instagram story on May 17, 2024, showing an old photo of her and Juice at a secluded cabin. The caption read, "Would do anything to go back to this moment, or maybe we never left." Fans initially saw it as a nostalgic tribute, but when the video surfaced, that caption took on a whole new meaning. Was Allie hinting at something bigger? The anonymous account Wah Flight Wanar Risk 99, which posted the clip, had 0 followers before the upload and was banned within hours. But not before Reddit and Discord users archived it, digging into the metadata. The upload timestamp, May 18, 2024, aligned too perfectly with Allie's post to be a coincidence. Then came another bombshell. A Reddit user, YouStillAlive99, posted in the RTL Juice WRLD subreddit with a thread titled Proof of Life, Ask Me Anything. Claiming to be a former post-production assistant at a major Atlanta recording studio, they said they'd been sitting on a hard drive of unreleased footage for nearly 4 years, including the viral clip. "He's not gone. He was hidden," they wrote, adding, "There's an entire vault of content. You/StillAlive9999. The post was live for just 11 minutes before moderators removed it, and the user's account vanished. This wasn't just a fan stirring the pot. This was someone with alleged insider knowledge, and their sudden disappearance only fueled the fire. Let's talk about what's in the video itself, because it's not just the tattoos or the voice that's got fans convinced. It's the details. The man is seated in a dimly lit room. A white soundproof foam panel behind him that fans quickly matched to photos of Juice's Beverly Hills studio from 2019. He's humming softly, almost absent-mindedly, like he's crafting a melody in real time. At one point, he mutters something fans have debated endlessly. Many hear, "It's all just numbers, bro. Keep count." Numbers like 999, Juice's signature motif, tied to his philosophy of turning pain into positivity. The off-camera voice, older and stern, cuts through. "Cut that off, bro. You know we're not supposed to be showing this." The abrupt end feels like a door slamming shut on a secret. Video editors who've analyzed the clip, including 2 specialists in deepfake detection, say it's either real or crafted with technology beyond what's publicly available. The audio waveform, compared to Juice's Tim Westwood freestyle and other stems, matches not just in pitch but in breathing patterns and subtle vocal quirks. One Reddit user, a self-proclaimed audio engineer, wrote, "Recreating someone's breathing cadence like this without biometric AI cloning is nearly impossible, and we're not there yet." The clip's authenticity is hard to dismiss, and the aggressive takedowns only make it more suspicious. Why scrub something so quickly if it's just a hoax? Why no statement from Juice's label, Grade A Productions, or Interscope Records? The silence is louder than any denial could be. Now let's pull back and look at the bigger picture, the official story's inconsistencies. The toxicology report, delayed for over a month, confirmed oxycodone and codeine toxicity, but omitted critical details. Why did responders wait so long to administer Narcan, which can reverse an opioid overdose in minutes? Eyewitnesses at Midway Airport, including airport staff quoted in early reports, described a chaotic scene where police seemed more focused on searching the plane for contraband than aiding Juice as he seized. Some accounts even suggest he was convulsing for nearly 10 minutes before paramedics intervened. Then there's the tip-off itself. Who alerted authorities about drugs and weapons on the plane? Was it a coincidence, or was Juice set up? Fans have pointed to his lyrics like those in Rich and Blind, They tell me the death of me gonna be the perks, they want me gone, but I'm still breathing, as almost prophetic. In interviews before his death, Juice spoke openly about his struggles with addiction, anxiety, and the pressures of fame. In one chilling clip, resurfaced by fans, he even joked about faking his death to escape it all. Was it just dark humor, or did he know something was coming? His self-awareness, his business savvy, and his guarded nature made him more than just a SoundCloud rapper. He was a phenomenon who understood the industry's underbelly. The money trail adds another layer of suspicion. Juice WRLD wasn't just a star, he was a cash machine. His posthumous album, Legends Never Die, released in 2020, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, with streams surging 487% in a single year, according to Billboard. Vinyl sold out, Spotify records shattered, and his label reportedly raked in tens of millions. The music industry has a long history of profiting from fallen stars. Think Tupac, whose posthumous releases generated millions, or Pop Smoke, whose 2020 album became a cultural juggernaut. Labels know the formula. A young artist's death triggers an outpouring of grief, nostalgia, and streams, turning tragedy into profit. Juice's estate was no exception, with merchandise flying off shelves and unreleased tracks dominating charts. But who's been managing that estate? Who's been greenlighting these releases? And why has Lotti, the person closest to Juice, been so vocal about being shut out of those decisions? In her No Jumper interview, she revealed that after Juice's death, she was isolated by his management, her access to his inner circle restricted. Everyone suddenly acted like he never existed when it came to telling the truth, she said. That's not grief, that's control. Let's dig into the industry connection, because this is where the conspiracy takes a darker turn. The name Carter Sims keeps surfacing. A senior AR rep tied to Grade A Productions and Interscope Records, Sims has a reputation for managing vaulted content, unreleased tracks, visuals, and other assets that labels often sit on for strategic releases. Leaked emails obtained by fans and shared on Discord suggest Sims was spearheading a 2023 project called The Revival Tapes. The proposal outlined a plan to reintroduce Juice WRLD to audiences using archived visuals, AI-enhanced holograms, and reconstructed audio stems. The phrase minimal disruption appeared multiple times, raising eyebrows. Minimal disruption to what? The official narrative? The label's profits? Or something bigger? Then there's Jason Kell, a freelance production assistant listed on the project. Kell's Reddit username, YouStillAlive99, matches the Proof of Life poster who claimed to have a hard drive of unreleased footage, including the viral clip. Within 24 hours of that post, Kell deactivated all his public accounts, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and went silent. Fans traced his IP to Atlanta, where he'd worked with major studios, but he's since vanished from the grid. This isn't just a random leaker. It's someone with access to sensitive material, and their disappearance feels like more than a coincidence.